and the modern world tells men to not have an ego.
I've summoned Top G. Top G's coming back. He's the only one who can defeat this. Now is not a time for cowardice. We have the cigar, we have the Bugatti, we have everything. Now is the time for counterattack. For everyone who has lied about me and against me to suffer the consequences for exactly that. Top G's the one who's going to win this battle in the end. And if Top G loses, at least he loses like a hero. Because that's how he works. Do the Top G special, please.
Hey, I know you're focused, but I want you to take a minute and look at his eyes. You see how Top G, which he's now impersonated, he impersonated Top G. That's his alter ego. And you see his alter ego is him in his complete form. Andrew Tate, you see him normal. But the main character that he's created is Top G. And why is this so important? It's because by him becoming Top G, it allows him to become impenetrable, unbreakable, and undefeated. Now, it is the most important thing, us as men, to create this alter ego, because this alter ego, look at him, he's shining, he's glistening. Look at his eyes, he has the hunter eyes, he's focused, he's precise. Even though he might be scared, but when he's scared, he transitions back into this character. Same as all the actors on anyone that is a footballer or basketballer, they create an alter ego. And this is why they have unbelievable confidence and unpenetrable resilience.
Something else. I'm gonna fucking make myself good enough. And that became my mentality. I had to invent a guy that didn't exist. I had to invent a guy that can take any pain, any suffering, any kind of judgment. I had to build this callous mind, and I built it through suffering. I built it through downright fucking just crushing myself. If it was raining outside at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, if it was snowing, my instinct was, we gotta fucking go out there. Anything that was fucking horrible in my life that I would normally say no, that was inhumane to most people, I had to go do it.
So the thing that you need to understand, the CIA, the government, in the early 80s, 90s, I can't remember, they had a project which was called Project MK Ultra. They discovered that through pain and trauma, they could alter the state of consciousness and creating a character that they can control through triggers or signals or cues, which would then ultimately trigger that character that they've planted into someone's mind or consciousness. We as humans have the ability to do the same thing. Now, you can transform yourself into having an alter ego, a version of yourself that's impenetrable, that no one can defeat. And the only way for you to do this is through pain. Andrew Tate, Goggins, and any successful individual that you will find on this planet Earth has an alter ego or an ego. Now, the world or society wants men to not have an ego, because by you not having an ego, you're easily controlled, you're easily manipulated. But when you have an ego, it means that you have sovereignty, you have independence. It means that I'm going to do what I'm going to do, whether it kills me or not. It doesn't have to be necessarily evil, but it means I'm going to do this in terms of I'm going to accomplish this mission, whether I like it or not. Now, let me give you an example. 50 Cent. His name is Curtis. That's him. But when he became this character of this artist and he got shot, he created this alter ego, which is 50 Cent. Now, this is when he now made Get Rich or Die Trying, where he put himself in a position where he had to succeed. And he put himself through vigorous conditioning, discipline, in order for him to become successful, which he is now. He's a multimillionaire. Goggins, his name is David Goggins. He created an alter ego, which he calls Goggins. Andrew Tate, which is his normal name, created an alter ego, which is called Top G. Now, you can see the pattern here. In order for you to become the best version of yourself, you need to create an alter ego, name it, and whenever life gets difficult, you need to switch into this character. You can either switch in permanently or you can switch on in voluntarily. But the way that you create this character is through pain and suffering. Meaning, you, for instance, let's say you want to become a basketballer, Kobe Bryant. Kobe put himself through vigorous training in order for him to activate the Mamba mentality. What's the Mamba mentality? He became a black Mamba, which is now, which is the, what's it called? Like a leopard or is a black cat. Basically, just let's call it a black cat. Now, by him creating that Mamba mentality, he became an alter ego. That alter ego has been activated. So when he now plays, it's no more Kobe Bryant. He's now operating through the Mamba mentality. So in order for you to become successful in any demeanor of your life, you can also use, obviously, simultaneation, because simultaneation gives you focus. But let's forget about simultaneation. Let's just think about the mind in terms of the way the mind operates. In order for you to become the best version of yourself, you need to, number one, create an alter ego or whoever you want to be. Let's say you want to become a runner. You look for the best runner on planet Earth. See, okay, what does he do? You break down his schedule and everything you do. And then you say, okay, let's say I am Jonathan. That's your name, Jonathan, right? You say, okay, I'm not going to be Jonathan anymore. I'm going to call myself John Wick. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to say, okay, Jonathan is weak. He's a pussy right now. He can't run. He's shit. He can't do anything. He has no stamina. He's fat. He's obese. But John Wick, he's ready. He's the best. He's in the best shape of his whole life. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to say that John Wick, and you're going to visualize yourself being John Wick. And now you're going to do something called imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is when you impersonate something that you currently are not. This is where you get the terminology of fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it is a very, very good strategy, because of every single person had to believe that they're great before they were great. Muhammad Ali said, I am the greatest. Every single person, before they won a championship, before they won anything, they could already see it. Now, physically, they haven't attained it yet, but they already saw that they are the version that they're trying to become. Now, that imposter syndrome is where you develop your ego, because a lot of human beings, when they try new skills, they're scared of failure. They're scared of people laughing at them. But when you create this alter ego, you have pride in the midst of failure. And this is what separates 99% of people from the 1%, is that the 99% of people try something different. And when they try something different, they haven't developed an ego. So when it gets tough, they quit. Now the other 1%, they've developed an ego, and now when the going gets tough, the ego says, they don't know me, son. They start talking to themselves. They do this self-visualization, self-motivation, where they now say, no, I can do it. I can do it, until they break the threshold and they break the barrier, they break the wall, and they become successful. So you need to develop this ego and become fucking unstoppable.
So it's how I started talking to myself and putting myself in a whole different category, and that would fuel me the next day. And I just kept using that as fuel. No one would do this shit. No one would do this shit. You're the baddest motherfucker around. You're the baddest motherfucker ever lived. I just kept fueling me with the right kind of message that I needed to hear, that I was never telling myself.